Hey guys, today is all about learning how to cornrow. This is like one of the hardest things I think I've ever had to teach, and I really just had to step back for myself and kind of think back to when I learned how to cornrow. So hopefully I'm able to relay that in this video. I want you, when you set aside time to do this, don't worry about it in style, just worry about the technique and really trying to get your hands to move the proper way so that you can have a taut and flat cornrow. So let's get started.
As we proceed to give you what you need.
The first thing that you're going to want to do is part out a section of hair. And I'm just going to do a section right here in the front. The parts don't have to be perfect because we're just learning. I'm going to take the rest of my hair and pull it back and out of the way. This is very important because you want to make sure when you're braiding that you're not picking up any loose hair, which can cause confusion and just make it that much harder. So the first thing that came to mind when you have to teach yourself how to cornrow, even on your own head, is what do you do with your hands, right? Right. So the next thing that we're going to do is learn how to hold our hands when we're braiding our own hair on our own heads. So my first hand, which is my right hand, I'm right-handed, if that makes any difference for you guys. If you're left hand, you can switch it over, or you can just braid the same way that I am. I know that I do some stuff left hand and some stuff right hand, so do what's best for you. All right, the first step is going to be taking your right hand and just kind of getting used to being on your own head. You're not braiding down this way, so it's a little bit different. You have to kind of get used to your hands being behind your head. So we're going to take those 3 sections with the even density, and we are going to learn how to hold the hair so that we can move in a backwards motion, if that makes sense. So as you can see right now, just separating my 3 sections, I have my hair in between. On my right hand, I have it in between my ring finger and middle finger and my pointer finger and middle finger, okay? And that's all gripped and locked off with my thumb to assure that it doesn't slip. On this hand, my left hand, I have it between my middle finger and my ring finger, and it's not really locked off. But as you can see, I am able to just kind of move around freely. I have a right section, a middle section, and a left section. I'm going to take my right section and kind of put it out the way. It's kind of over here. It's no longer in between here. I'm kind of just tucking it, but keeping it taut and out the way. I'm now going to take my thumb and pointer finger, and I'm going to grip the left piece. Now I have a free hand. My middle piece is hanging free and my left piece is taut. I'm going to wrap my now middle piece over to the left. And as I do that, I'm going to pick up a little bit of hair with my pointer finger, and now I'm going to take my pointer finger and my thumb and grab my right piece. Okay, so now I've picked up some hair. This piece is now attached to my scalp. It's not a freestanding braid any longer. It is now attached, and I'm going to pick up all the hair that goes in that section that I part off with my pointer finger, and I'm pulling it over to the right. Now I'm going to take my pointer finger on this hand, and I'm going to pull a little bit more free style hair, and I'm going to separate that, and I'm going to take my finger, my pointer finger, and my thumb, and I'm going to grip the left side of my hair, and I'm going to pull that to the middle. Now I'm going to take with my left hand my pointer finger, and I'm going to pick up some of the free hair, and I'm going to part through, and I'm going to pick up that right section. Pulling that middle over the right section, I'm now going to pick up with my middle finger, grab that hair behind there, section that off because it has some of the free hair in there which can cause tangles, and I'm gonna pull that through. With my pointer finger, section off some hair, pull through, grip the right, and cross. And as you can see, the hair is now laying flat onto my scalp. You guys, I cannot stress this enough. When learning how to braid, really focus on just learning the technique. Do not worry about how it looks, because the more you practice, the better it will get. So let's go over that again. Okay, so with this section parted out, I got it parted out all the way to the back of my head. I am going to cornrow this all the way back. I'm going to start by using my index fingers to section off my starting point. And everybody's hairline or perimeter is not the same, so you might not be able to get it as even in density, but you definitely want to make sure you can get the pieces as even in size as possible. So I have 1, 2, and 3. As you notice, my knuckles are forward and my palms are going down on my head so I can go in a backwards motion. You do not want your palms to be forward and the back of your hands on your head, because that means you're going to be braiding going this way. You definitely want your hands to be going backwards. I got my 3 sections. I'm going to start by going behind the middle section and picking that piece from the left side up with my thumb and pointer finger. I'm going to take my middle section and wrap it across that left section, now making the old left section the new middle section. I'm going to take a little bit of hair from behind it that's in the free part area, and I'm going to separate it with my index finger, and then I'm going to pinch, notice I use the word pinch, that right hand section. I'm going to then take my middle section with the new parted out hair, and I'm going to smooth that out so it is easy to work with and I don't cause tangles or breakage in my hair. I'm now going to take my index finger and I'm going to go behind that section that I pulled back with my pincher finger, and I'm going to pick up more free hair, smoothing it out, taking my index finger behind, pinching, my index finger behind, pulling up some hair, pinching, my index finger behind, picking up some hair and pinching, index finger behind, picking up some hair and pinching, index finger behind, picking up hair and pinching. I'm now taking the middle section and I'm crossing it over the left side. I'm taking the middle section and I'm crossing it over the right side. Middle section, crossing it over the left side. And the middle section is always getting hair added in. Middle section, taking it over to the left side. Middle section, taking it over to the right side. Always taking my index finger and parting off the hair that's on my scalp. Taking it over to the left side. Middle finger, parting it off. Taking that hair over to the right side. And I'm just exchanging these pieces. But as I exchange, I only pick hair up in the middle. All right. I'm at the middle section, taking my index finger, parting it through, pulling the hair from the right side over to the middle. Index finger, parting off some free hair, cleaning that up, making sure I'm not going to rip any of my hair out, and just keep grabbing hair. And when you get used to it, you start doing it in a continuous sweeping motion. So that's it. It's that simple. You're just gonna basically take your hands and make sure they're in the proper position to go backwards. Or if you're going sideways, you want your hands, palms, always to be facing where the hair is getting braided. You never wanna be coming this way. So if your palms are, if you're braiding on this side, you wanna braid here. Or you can switch it and braid here. But you always want your palms to your face. Braiding here can be a little bit difficult. I like to braid like this because then it feels like I'm braiding someone else's hair. You're gonna have to find what's most comfortable for you when you braid your own hair, but hopefully you found this tutorial to be helpful and I was able to explain it a lot better than my last one. I went back and watched it, and even though it made sense to me, I don't know how clear it was to everyone else. So I really wanted to focus on bringing you more technique and more ways to think about getting the hair to stay flat on the scalp, which is what a cornrow is. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.